What's up, everybody?
What's
Welcome
up?
to the Side Friend Chronicles.
And to Jimmy's hair.
Shout out to the wig. I thought I'd switch it up for the people today, give you something different to look at. We're not going to talk about the fact that I haven't had a haircut in 3 weeks and feel like a straight
I was
up
gonna
werewolf.
say. I was gonna
Oh, you were gonna
say,
say? Oh
don't let
no.
this distract you from the fact that Jimmy hasn't had a haircut in a couple of weeks.
What's today? Episode what? 15?
Oh my God, is it already?
We're trucking, yo. We're trucking.
We are. We really
What's
are.
up with that? Doesn't it feel cool to just be trucking and having fun?
It does. It feels really good.
Hey, guess what I just got done watching?
What?
The Social Dilemma
Ooh.
on Netflix. Did you watch that yet?
I did watch it, and then I made my kids watch it with me as well. So I watched it twice.
That is a wild documentary, and I legit want to delete Facebook right now and probably all of my social media. They are mining our data and selling it. They are straight up exploiting us.
I mean, these aren't things that I think everybody who signs up for a social media account knows on some level that they have access to our data, right? But I guess what we didn't think about or consider prior to doing this was that our data is the commodity rather than other shit being the commodity.
It's more
And
valuable than oil these days.
and how much they're using it and our own psychology to manipulate us and to manipulate the world in which we live in. So like you always kind of know, like on some little like subconscious level, like, this is happening, but to see it on that scale and to hear it from the mouths of the people who created it, and to hear that they don't even let their kids be on it, like,
Right. They don't
just
even let their
really
own kids
drives it
on it.
home.
It really
Yeah.
does. I know for one, I'm not gonna allow my child to have social media probably ever.
Yeah, my kids don't have it, and they have asked a couple of times because obviously my kids are in middle school, so their peers all have social media and Instagram, and I've been very against them having any of that from, since they got cell phones. I've been like, no. I've always been the crazy mom that like limits their screen time. They used to not be, pre-COVID, they weren't allowed to have any screen time Monday through Friday, like school days, school nights. And then on the weekends, only a couple of hours, and they have to do something active and something creative, and they have to read in order to like earn that time.
What is the world gonna be like in 10 years with all this data they're collecting and doing all this manipulation? It's gonna be a wild
It's
place.
going to be like WALL-E, I think. Have you
Oh
seen that
my
movie?
gosh, I have seen that movie.
We're just going to be like just in front of a screen forever, and everything's going to be like done just to keep us happy and distracted so they can continue to do their
And
shit.
everybody's gonna be obese, huh?
Well, I mean, America's already halfway there, I think.
Oh yeah. America is already there, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What scares me about this is how you pretty much find out. So I watched the Great Hack afterwards, after watching The Social
Mm-hmm.
Dilemma, which is another documentary for any of you who don't know. Basically, along the same lines about data and social media and everything. But what I learned was how much in the Trump campaign with him becoming president was basically based on all of your data, all of the people on Facebook and just all over the internet. They collected everybody's data and was able to find the persuadable people, and they targeted certain ad campaigns towards those people in order to get Donald Trump in office. So all of the people who are complaining right now, really, they have themselves to blame, which is crazy. And it's just a huge mass manipulation because of the data that they're collecting.
Not just here. That documentary, um, shows the several countries in which that specific company was used to manipulate elections. Like, this is happening everywhere. It'll go from some random Russian or wherever they are by creating a meme that'll start a whole, it'll manipulate or elicit an emotional response out of you. And they are, like, according to that documentary, the ones who are organizing whole protests here, to get people, divide and conquer on both sides, not just on one side, but on both sides, and trying to get people to not vote. And that, if you saw the documentary, that's how, elections are won, by persuading a small group of people, because the election can be determined by a very small group of people
And it
for a
also
very marginal win.
and it also explains how different countries can manipulate other countries by advertising to people in that country, and
Hmm.
and they also explain how Russia probably didn't hack the voting system, but more than likely they were able to use targeting
Influence.
campaigns to influence in a certain direction.
Hmm.
Both of those documentaries are fucking mind-blowing, to say the least.
I know. They just make me want to go away. But like they said, there's no way for anybody now to completely be off the grid. It's impossible as of right now. And that we don't have rights to our own data. And so that they're really trying to push, like, the whole data rights as human rights campaign. And it's just wild to me because, like they said, all these things were created with good intentions, but we all know that anything can be abused, right? And that the path to hell was paved with good intentions. And the thing that scared me the most was that journalist who said that we're never going to ever have an actual free and fair election ever again, like, anywhere, because of the global reach of these, like, propaganda, like, data companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's crazy to me that you could spend some money, pay a company to literally win an entire election for you that influences the entire world.
That's what they did.
It's wild. That's exactly what they did, and it's wild.
What was that company called in the
Cambridge Analytica.
Cambridge Analytica.
Mm-hmm.
And the UK, they have a whole campaign to get them out of the UK.
Well, I don't think that they exist anymore because they don't want to be. They're trying to, like, hide all the, like, basically get rid of all the evidence.
They're still around.
Oh, for sure. They just named something else somewhere.
I'm super sketched out because I got so many devices inside of my house. I got Alexa, cell phones, computers, everything that a normal household as of today would have. And I'm just super sketched out now. I'm like, damn, man, they're just collecting all of my data and exploiting it, selling it.
Yeah.
My cut. Everybody deserves cuts of that now.
It's crazy. Like, that's why I don't want cameras in my house. That's why I've never wanted Alexa. I mean, I have the cell phone, right? So there's that issue. I actually started putting my phone on airplane mode before going to bed and turning off the Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. So that for both me and my kids, we're completely not disturbed by anything. I don't know. It's been on my brain for a few days. I'm like, oh my God, get me the fuck out of here.
It is tough because you want to delete all of your social media, but then you think about the things you got going on in your life. Like, how could we possibly delete social media when we have a podcast and we want to share it with the world and we want to put it out there?
It's literally the only reason I keep my social media. I don't... Like, it's cool to see what people I've known throughout my life are up to with their life. But honestly, there's maybe a handful of people that I actually really have like a deep relationship with, right? And that I talk to even somewhat frequently. I don't talk to anybody every day, you know? And so I don't know, in that respect, I'm not really missing out on anything. But I do have this podcast with you, and I do want this baby to grow, and that's going to require that I stay on social media and increase my presence and
Contribute
engagement
your
and
data.
all those. Exactly. Just give them more. You know, I just have to, I guess what we all have to do is just try to be really mindful about how we use it, when we use it, how often we use it, for how long, and, you know, not allow it to really control every aspect of our life, which I feel like it's easy for it to do.
I think one way we could stop contributing to the beast is stop liking stuff on social media. That's one way, because that is a huge indicator for them, as
Yeah,
described in those
but
documentaries.
we need those likes
I know.
for
I'm
our
like,
algorithm. Don't stop liking our podcast.
I know. You can like our
the shit out of
podcast
it,
though.
but
Like the
nothing
shit out of the
else.
podcast, but don't be liking big booty pics on Instagram.
Right?
I actually had a
mean,
hard time doing that just like 20 minutes ago. I went on real quick because I posted a couple stories. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, Daddy Goods with a Z, DADDYGOODZ. Follow her too if you think she's hot. ESTELABELLA. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right. First time.
And make sure you follow the Side Friend Chronicles Instagram as well. SIDE. You know how to spell Side Friend Chronicles. Stop messing around.
Come on.
But anyways, what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was saying.
That you were having a hard time not liking big booty pictures.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. But what also kind of drove me crazy was that it doesn't even matter if you don't like it, because they actually gauge how long you look at a certain picture as well. And that also contributes to the beast, to the algorithm.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, yeah. And
nobody's getting more than like 3 seconds from me going forward.
Man, but how am I going to fap? How am I going to fap?
How are you going to fap?
How am I going to fap if I only get 1 second to look at some cheeks? I mean, sometimes the video takes a little longer to, to develop, sometimes.
What about, videos? You're looking at videos. I was going to say, what about screenshotting some pics?
No,
do they collect your data that way?
I think they're collecting everything that we do on our phone in general.
At any point, whether you're on the app or not.
I'm really considering getting a flip phone. If you're considering getting a flip phone too, make sure you let us know in the comments, because that shows us that you are.
And if you purchase it, take a picture of yourself with your flip phone and tag us, and we'll repost it. We'll start a whole ass wave.
Yeah. That's what we should do when we do our next photo shoot. We should get some flip phones and be like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are you a little sketched out by my purple wig right now? Are you like, what the heck am I looking at? I don't even got my my whole setup going right now. What am I doing? That's how you know I'm in a whole nother zone right now.
What do you mean? What do you usually have that's different besides the wig?
I have my selfie light on, everybody.
Oh, yeah. We could see the reflection of your whole shebang.
Oh, damn. You in my class. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, man.
That's another invasion of privacy.
There's more data into
there you go.
I got to put on my other glasses now. Fuck.
Yeah,
man.
damn. I'm fucking up.
Hey, what's up? Have you been watching football or what? Football's back.
No, I haven't. I don't have cable. I don't pay for cable. I'm super cheap.
Who pays for cable these days? It's all about Fire Stick, Cody, and having all the. Oh shit! I just outed myself. I just gave more data. They're like, oh, you got Cody. Okay, you're pirating over there.
Knocking at your door.
I'm not bootlegging nothing though, so just know that. Hey, I gotta check. Is my mic? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you tap on it, I can hear you. I mean, I can hear you talking. So.
All right. Sorry, everybody. I just tapped in your ear. I hope that they don't tap into your data, though.
They're tapping into your data.
Yeah. What's up?
And your mama.
Football's back. My 49ers won this week, 31-6 or something
I
like that.
became a free agent fan when the Chargers left San Diego because they went to LA. And no offense to those of you who live and love LA,
No much offense to you guys in
I'm
LA.
not a fan of Los Angeles
Stay stuck in your
at all.
traffic.
I hate LA. I don't like driving through LA. I don't like going to LA for anything, visiting family, friends, whatever. It's gross. I don't like it. And maybe that's just my bougie San Diego ass speaking because I'm over here living the pretty life in San Diego County where it's not all gross. I mean, we have our gross places. Let's just keep it real.
What, San Diego?
Escondido. Yeah, and just
National City.
San Diego.
Shout out Nasty City.
National City. Nasty City.
That's what they called it.
Chula Vista, not so Chula Vista. I'm gonna get a lot of shade maybe for these saying these things. You know what? Some of those neighborhoods are gross. We're just gonna keep it 1,000.
I love San Diego, by the way. Everybody.
I do love San Diego, and for the most part, it's not as gross as LA. And
all that pollution in the air. That's crazy. All the pollution went away once everybody went on quarantine.
I know, isn't that insane? You could actually like see the sky. When people would go hiking, it would be clear. There wouldn't be that like brown cloud of smoke.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do miss from living in Oregon is like fresh air. Not right now because of the fires, but like fresh air. It was pretty great. And water. You could drink water from the faucet.
I would never drink water from any faucet.
No, ever. Dude, it was good. It wasn't like they don't put like shit in it like they do down here. They put like fluoride and all kinds of weird shit and it still tastes disgusting. Anybody from Southern California knows that you don't drink tap water like
the
at all.
The only time I've ever drank tap water was one weekend in Vegas before I lived here, partying real hard, no water bottles in the hotel room, waking up the next day crazy hungover and realizing that I'm not going to walk all the way down to the lobby area to get some water. Yeah. I'll turn on the faucet then and I'll have my way with the faucet. But I do know that I'm probably going to have gallstones develop in about an hour.
There will be consequences.
There's definitely consequences.
But up there, you didn't have to buy water like you do here. And it's like, I spend a shit ton of money on water, for me and my kids.
The biggest scam on earth is
buying water. Yeah. It's fucking bullshit, dude.
It really is.
But it's what we have to do to survive. It's the way it is.
Hey, shout out to Stella, everybody, for making us late on dropping today's episode, by the way.
It is my fault, you guys.
I don't know if you all noticed, but I've been very, very punctual on posting episodes, like 12 a.m. on the dot.
Yeah, it's my fault.
So
it's my fault. I was in a funk. I've been in a funk.
She's been in a funk,
everybody. It happens.
I've been trying to help get her out of her funk, but it just seems like she's a funky person,
I am a funky person. I'm a funky person. I don't know. I think women will relate to me on this one. Your hormones, sometimes they get the best of you, and mine are, like this.
No, but you know what? It's not natural for anybody to be the same way every single day. So I think it's okay to have weeks sometimes where you got to do some reevaluating, whatever it is in your life, and have those moments with yourself. So I think it's actually healthy having those funk weeks.
Yeah, and then I think just with COVID on top of it, just like being home all day, every day inside your house is like
drive you crazy.
It's not, especially for me. I haven't done that since my kids were toddlers, and for me, I've always been really busy, whether it was I was a full-time student working 3 jobs and I had kids in sports, right? So like my entire life has been just like I'm only coming to the house to shower, sleep, shit, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then move on to the next activity. So then to go from constantly being on the go to like, no, you got to sit your ass here because COVID is real. I know some of you disagree with that, but COVID's real. I know people who've had it. And I don't think that that's something that I'd survive, even though I think I'm relatively healthy. My
Hmm.
respiratory system has had pneumonia like 8 times and it almost killed me last year. So that's not something I want to play with. And so I've been home, and on the weekends, maybe I'll go to like the beach if it's not too crowded, or I'll take the
Hmm.
kids on a hike, and try to be outside and get fresh air.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I've just been home, and it really fucked with my mental.
It'll drive you crazy. You got to get out to keep sanity, honestly.
And the gym was something that I did for me, like my whole, since I
Yeah.
had my son. And I haven't been to the gym. And I try to do home workouts, but home workouts are really, really hard for me. I am not the most disciplined person. And part of that is, like physically, I feel like I'm pretty genetically blessed, right? I'm
Hmm.
35. I've had 2 kids. I eat whatever the fuck I want. And I
Hmm.
look relatively decent.
Yeah.
So I've never had to really work hard, but I did
She
the
I.
gym.
She I.
I did the gym to stay physically like capable and feel healthy and strong.
Hmm.
And I haven't had that. And so that fucks with me, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
just a lot. I mean, I'm not saying anything that I'm sure nobody else is going through. So, boohoo me, but this like the impacts are real and they put me, in a funk. And
Everybody
but
give
here we are.
Stella. Everybody give
Here we
Stella
are.
data. Give her some likes and send her some comments and send her some well wishes because we want her to get out of her funk and feel nice and great like she usually does. We need that smile. Let me see you
I
smile.
will.
Let me see
I
you
will.
smile. Let me see.
I've been
Let me see.
smiling. It's
What?
behind the No, I just I'll get over it. I always do. It's every couple of months it hits me a little harder and here we are.
Mhm. I think you'll be all right, man.
So it's my
You know
fault.
you
I'm
got
sorry,
me.
guys.
You got me to be by your side to help you through these times.
My side friend on the side.
Yes, Side Friend Chronicles, baby.
That's right.
That's why you think we call it the
We're here
Side
for
Friend
you.
Chronicles. We're here for
Hey.
everybody, honestly. So, if any of you are going through anything, we're just one big family. So, if you stick around and listen to our episodes, we really appreciate it. I know I appreciate it.
I do. I super appreciate it.
Even those of you who act like you hate us but really love us because you obviously respond
We
to
see
every little
you.
yeah, we see you. Thank you for your data. Your data is being exploited by
Maybe you hate that you love us, but
Cambridge Analytics.
Cambridge Analytica.
There you go, Analytica.
Does
Yeah.
your selfie light ever make you sweat? Like I'm
Oh
hot
yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah, for sure it does.
Puts out a lot of heat, I
But I
think.
think I'm good with a nice, quick, and sweet episode today. What about you?
I am pretty good with a short and sweet episode. I
We'll
think
keep it nice, quick, short, sweet, and simple.
we said some things,
We
some
said some things.
important things. If you haven't seen The Social Dilemma or The Great Hack, I highly suggest you watch it.
Watch it
Obviously, with an
ASAP.
open mind. I feel,
Mhm.
I'm one of those people who's very skeptical about everything and I question everything. I'm like, who made this video? What do they want me to get out of it? But at the same time, I think it's pretty credible. I think it's pretty,
Thank, thank,
important that
thank you
you
for
open your
putting
mind
me
to
up
it.
on those, by the way, because
Yeah,
Stella,
you're
Stella
welcome.
was my source of information on watching those things right there.
I'm just tired of seeing like just being on Instagram or whatever and seeing how easily influenced my peers are
Oh
with
yeah,
like
it drives me crazy too.
propaganda. And so I've just kind of cooled it off that shit. I
You
mean,
watch that, you watch The Social Dilemma, and you really realize how many sheeple there are on your friends
so
list.
many, so many.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's been times where obviously I post shit, but I've never posted anything without looking it up first
Hmm.
because that's not the kind of person I've ever wanted to be, is to like spread fake
You are
anything.
a fact checker, and
I
sometimes
do
you
check
fact check
things.
me. Yeah,
I do.
you can't speak on things from a ignorant point of view, but sometimes people do make that mistake. So you always are a fact checker first. So
Yeah. And
that's
so, but I know a lot of people aren't. And
mhm.
so I encourage you all to look at these, watch these documentaries. It'll probably total, I think it might take like 3.5 hours of your time, but you'll troll Instagram that long anyways in a day. I know it.
Yeah.
Check your screen time if you don't know. I know you do. And
We're all addicted. So
we are. And
time to break that addiction though, baby.
yeah, shit.
Let's
We're
get it.
humans, motherfuckers. We gotta beat these machines.
Ooh, she cursed everybody.
I did.
my
I cuss.
gosh.
I you know what though? I try to tone it down for the podcast. I actually
Yeah.
have very much a sailor mouth, and I
Sure,
don't think I
everybody
do it too much here.
appreciates you toning it down. You know,
Or maybe they don't. Maybe they want to hear more. Let me know.
they feel like I'm the potty mouth, but whatever. Anyways, everybody, holla at you next week. We out.
Bye.
Side Frame Chronicles.